What's going on, ninjas? Today is Friday the 13th, and the console version of Friday the 13th, the game, dropped today. And I must have been the only person who bought it, because I waited over 2 minutes to get into this screen. I've gone through and picked the consoler, said I'm ready, and I've been waiting for probably close to 5 minutes already, so apparently nobody else bought this game. This was actually a hit on the PC, but it's definitely a dated game engine. Even the graphics for the characters aren't all that, and the MSRP was only $40 instead of the typical $60. So starting to lose faith if there's no support for the servers. Or I meant there could be, I don't know, because I haven't gotten a single game to start yet, so I don't know if I'm waiting for the only few people out there who actually bought this game today to finish their game. But yeah, it's already getting old real fast. I know a lot of people are playing The Evil Within 2. I think that dropped this week. Of course, Destiny 2 has Iron Banner this week, which is pretty much what everybody I know is playing right now. They're actually trying to do a raid. So, and the year now. It's kind of sad you can't just do a game where you're playing against the computer. Huh. Well, real disappointing. I even had enough time to read the entire tutorial on how to play as Counselor or even play as Jason. So there's different weapons, different distractions, different techniques, especially with Jason taking out electrical boxes to instill fear, because it'll kill the power to cabins and stuff like that, and evidently lit areas put the counselors at ease, so you have less chances of being sensed by Jason, because it goes off a fear meter. As the counselor, explains, you can hide under beds, you can hide in wardrobe closets. I'm trying to think where else. Outhouses, in cabins. If you're in a cabin, you have the opportunity to possibly barricade the door. You also can jump out windows when trying to flee, or you can even climb through them, but if the glass is broken, you risk health injuries. So I think the best thing to do is, if you're playing as a counselor, when you first go in the cabin, no matter what, which this might actually just give you away that you're in the cabin, is go ahead and open all the windows, so that anytime you can flee and jump out safely. But then, like I said, the downturn to that is that, of course, whoever is playing the role of Jason will know you're there, and if they were smart, they can take bear traps. He has 2 weapons besides his four other moves. He has throwing knives for short range, and he also has bear traps. And I personally want to probably put down bear traps outside the windows or on the driver's side of cars, because the whole premise of this game is to get the hell out of the camp. So your options are either find the battery and gas for the car, and once you find the keys, anybody can drive, and you better hope that somebody doesn't leave you behind, and you head towards one of the exits. Or you can find there's a boat you can also take by finding the propeller and also gas. And I guess, I don't know if a key is required for that one or not. I'd have to think if the theme of this is like the 70s, that, I doubt it's a turnkey ignition or anything, so it's probably just a little 2-man boat. But you also have the opportunity to call the cops, and if a player dies, and I guess you reach a certain point, you're able to CB a character in that returns as a character that's a lot stronger, but they essentially only get like one shot, one kill at Jason, so you gotta make a count. So, and as you progress, each character can have up to 3 small weapons. Jason can have up to 4 different abilities, which include sneaking, morphing, which lets you travel across the map to try to get people closer. Off the top of my head, I've already forgotten the other 2, but it's essentially just rage, which you can break through the doors and the barricades won't stop you at all. There's also sneaking up, and just it kills, I guess, the music, because from what I had seen, months ago when players were playing on YouTube or posting YouTube, a lot of times you can tell he's close because suddenly you get like the VHS tracking lines across the screen, whether you see him or not. That just indicates that he's close. So even the intro, definitely very, very VHS retro. And as you progress, you can unlock other counselors, and each counselor had different abilities, whether it's a luck, scale, whatever. They might scare easily, but they have better chances of finding weapons. And I think there's at least, it's either 8 or 10 different weapons, and they all have different, different strengths, including a frying pan. So, and same goes with Jason. Jason, you can unlock different variations of Jason throughout the franchise. I think all 8 movies, and each Jason actually has different abilities. So, but we'll never know, because it looks like this is not going to work. So, so much for maybe whoever's running the servers on this crap. I would think if it was down, it would tell me it's down. So the only thing that looks like they got murdered on Friday the 13th was their sales. So I am signing off.